Hey everybody, today I want to talk about something that I know is going to be controversial, and I just want to say right off the bat, this is just my opinion and my experience with this particular box set or release that just came out. Today I'm going to be talking about the Beatles 1964 US albums in mono. Now, I've had quite a long time now to sit with this, to listen to all of the LPs inside of this, and to really just get a better understanding, at least for me personally, of how I feel about this box set. And unfortunately, I'm going to go on record and say that I think this is a big disappointment, and it was a big swing and a miss from the Beatles and Apple and their whole organization. I say swing and a miss in the sense of, it seems like, at least from my friends and from what I've read online, most people, and from my own personal opinion, it seems like this is not what people wanted. And of course, that being said, I didn't have to buy this, and it was my own decision to pick this up. I knew what I was getting into, so believe me, I totally understand if you're saying right now, well, why did you buy it? And I bought it because it's the Beatles. And so let me also say something else. Obviously, it's the Beatles. The music is always fantastic. The songwriting is top-notch. You can't go wrong with the Beatles. So really, in that sense, yeah, they can't really put out a bad product when it comes to the Beatles. But as far as like the available material that they have, that they could release, that we know about, and the Super Deluxe albums that have not been released yet, that they could be releasing, to me, all that stuff would have been a better release than this particular box set. So for those of you who don't know exactly what this is, it's just what the title says. It is the 1964 US Beatle albums in mono. So you get Meet the Beatles' second album, Something New, A Hard Day's Night, which was released on the United Artists label, The Beatles Story, which is exclusive to this box set, Beatles 65, and the early Beatles. And I think for me, the biggest disappointment with this box set was just the overall sound quality. Now, I gotta say, I think that's my own fault for going into this thinking these were gonna sound amazing, because really, from what they started with, which were the original Capitol master tapes, the US mono master tapes, they probably did get the best sound they could possibly get from those particular tapes. But when it comes to Beatle pressings and having the best mono versions, these are not it in any way, in my opinion at least. And I just feel like the sound quality, if you're looking at this from a audiophile standpoint, the best sound quality you can possibly get, this is not the box set for you, in my opinion. It's lacking in so much. Most of the master tapes they use for this are at best third or sometimes even fourth generation master tapes that were sent over from the UK, and a lot of cases with this, they actually use stereo mixes that they just folded down to mono. So just a lot of problems as far as the audio side of things when it comes to this box set. The other big disappointment that I felt with this was that the extra material on here, and I'm not talking audio, I'm talking more like with the Super Deluxe Edition box sets, you get like these great books that would come with it, filled with amazing photographs, wonderful essays, lots of session material, as far as session notes about the recording process and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I love. And included, some of these have like bonus things, like with the Sgt. Pepper box set, they give you a reproduction of the Mr. Kite poster, a reproduction of one of the promotional posters, just extra little bits of fun. With this box set, the only extra thing you really get in this is that each album comes with a little bit of I call it an insert, written by Bruce Spicer, who I like a lot. By the way, he's a great Beatle author. He knows a lot about Beatle pressings, especially about the Beatles' US albums. Fantastic author. He's written many great books. But And the essays in here, I gotta say, what he writes is fine. It's really, really good. But if you read it once, that's all you really need. It doesn't have really any like type of reference information, is what I would call that. They're just kind of typical writings about each of the albums, and I just wish there was more in the way of a type of booklet or something like that. You know, if they would have included just one single book that was just in here in the slipcase, it would have made this so much better, in my opinion. And I just really feel that was lacking when it comes to this box set. So for me, those are the main disappointments about this box set. And like I said, I've been listening to this off and on now for the last, like, I don't know, a couple of months, I guess. And I just find myself, when I listen to it, I'm only really listening to it because I bought it and it's there, and I feel like I should listen to it because I paid so much money for it. And I just keep listening to it hoping I'm going to like enjoy it more and more the more time goes by, or the more I really kind of dig into it. It just hasn't happened for me. Every time I put it on, I just kind of think like, oh, I wish I was listening to the UK mono version of with the Beatles, or Beatles for Sale, or whatever. I'm thinking about what I could be listening to that I know sounds so much better than what's on or what's in this box set. And that's not a fun thing to do when you're listening to music. So yeah, for me, I'm sure you're wondering, do I regret buying this box set? I don't regret buying it in the sense that I love to collect Beatles, anything the Beatles release. So if I didn't buy this, I think I would have felt like I was missing out on something. So for that alone, I don't regret picking this up. But with hindsight, was it worth getting this whole box just to get the actual, just to pay for this whole collection, just to get the outer box here, this cardboard, and then the Beatles story LP that's included in here? It was definitely not worth it for that, in my opinion. So if I was on the other side of the camera, if I'm sitting at home like you are watching this video and you're asking me, Brian, should I buy this box set? I would probably say no. I would recommend you go and just pick up like some of the individual albums that are available for pickup. And I would, if I had to off the top of my head, throw out ones that I would have picked up if I didn't buy this box set. I probably would have picked up Meet the Beatles, Beatles 65, and probably Something New as well. Those are the three I probably would have gone with. But yeah, I just really felt like making this video was important to just, because so many people, by the way, I should also say that, have been asking me about this box set. What do I think about it? Should they go pick it up? Because the price has gone down, I know, for these on like Amazon and stuff like that, probably local record stores as well. So people are asking me if they should pick it up, and I just want to be honest with people and let them know what I think. So the best way to do it is to make this video, and so now you know I'm just disappointed in this box set. I'd love to know in the comments below what you think about this box set. Maybe you're enjoying it. That's another thing that I should also mention. I know I keep saying that, but just stuff keeps popping into my head here. A lot of the message boards that I check out, there's various Beatle message boards online that I'm a part of. Some of the audiophile websites I'm a part of. It's a mixed bag when it comes to this box set, but there are a large number of people that are just in love with this box set. They love the way it sounds. They think it's like the way to own some of these songs in mono. They're just so happy about this and just praising the sound quality of the records in here. And I do not understand that at all. For me, the sound quality is just not there. Yes, are these better than the original Capitol mono pressings released in 1964? Yes, they are better than those, but that's not saying a lot. And there's just no way these are better than any of the UK original mono pressings. There's just no way. You can find better mono versions of these songs elsewhere. They're not in this box set. So I'm a little confused as to why people online are just praising this box set over and over and over again. and I think kind of maybe setting the wrong impression to some people who are wondering if they should buy this or not. But of course, that's just my opinion, and so maybe those people that do really like this box set, they just love it and they love the way it sounds, and that is great, because if that's true for them, all the more power to them, and I hope they're enjoying their box set. But for me, I'm going to put this back up on my shelf, and it'll sit there for the time being. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this box set now that you've had time to sit with it like I have. And hopefully we get a Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition box set sometime this year, or maybe a Beatles Anthology Expanded Edition box set. Fingers crossed. Either of those I would be very, very happy with. So that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Take care, and bye for now.